Hi everyone and welcome to class. My name is Isabella and I'm a yoga teacher. So for today we'll be moving through quite a challenging, advanced moving sequence, a dynamic vinyasa flow. If you don't have an intermediate or advanced practice, have a look through my channel to see if there are some more beginner classes that you can practice. Otherwise, so long as you have an athletic background and you are more mobile, this is perfect for you. There are many options that you can choose to do, and if you just don't want to practice a pose, that's fine, just skip it and we'll meet in the next posture. So today, all you need to do is be ready to have fun. We'll be going through a few playful moves, maybe practicing some inversions for those of you who are ready to do that. And for those who don't wish to do that, that's fine. There are alternatives available for you. Otherwise, enjoy the practice. So today we're going to start standing at the front of your mat. So coming to mountain pose, bringing your big toes together, separating your heels just an inch apart. Shoulders drawing down the back, palms facing forward. You're looking just down the tip of your nose in front of you. So we'll just take a few breaths here to sink. So close your eyes. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth and exhale. Two more, inhaling through the nose. Open the mouth and sigh it out. One more, inhaling through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. Inhale through the nose. This time keeping the lips sealed, exhale. Two more, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Switching on your ujjayi breath if you practice. Inhaling. Exhaling. Blinking open the eyes. We'll get straight into it. So inhale for your sun salutation. Looking up, arms together. Exhale, flow forward. We'll move slowly for the first one. Inhale, lifting the chest. Hands come off the floor. Exhale, hands on the mat. Stepping back to your plank pose. Hold here for one breath. And on the exhale, dropping the knees for the first one. Shoulders forward, exhale, half chaturanga. Release the toes. Inhale for your cobra pose. Exhale, tuck the toes under, pushing back to your first downward facing dog. Inhale here for one. Exhale, your fingers are pointing forward. Inhale for two. Exhale. Inhale for three. Exhale. Lifting the heels, bending the knees, prepare to step forward. Feet knee to the front. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold head to shin. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Release the hands on your exhale. One more like this. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, flow forward. Inhale, lifting flat back. Exhale, hands on the back, stepping back to your plank pose. Hold here for one breath. Inhale. On the exhale, full chaturanga, elbows close to your ribs. Turn the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Thighs are off the floor. Exhale, tailbone to the sky, downward facing dog. Here for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, really push the ground away, making space in the vertebra and the elbows. Exhale. Inhale, last breath here. Exhale. Inhale, lifting the heels, bend the knees, step or maybe little jump towards the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, release the arms by your side. We'll move to sun salutation B. So take a little step back. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms up to the sky. Find your chair pose. Exhale, forward. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, hands on the mat. Step back, plank pose. Lower down on your exhale, find your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, the right foot steps forward, lower the left heel. Coming up to your warrior one. Touch the sky, we flow forward. Frame the right foot, step back through your vinyasa, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, left side. Step the left foot forward, lower the right heel. Inhaling, find your warrior one. Exhale, frame the left foot, step back. Vinyasa, exhale. Inhale, find your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Here for 5 breaths this time. Inhaling, exhaling. Starting to pick up the pace. Inhale, exhale for 2. Inhaling for 3. Remember, pushing the ground away. You're extending the back of the legs up and back behind you. Inhale for 4. Your heels don't have to touch the ground. Just feeling a stretch in the back of the body. Last breath here. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Maybe take a little jump forward. Exhale. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees, sweeping the arms up to the sky. We'll go straight into it, so melt the body forward on the exhale. Inhale, lifting the chest halfway. Exhale, hands on the mat, step back. Find your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Warrior one on the right side, step forward, right foot, lower the left heel. Inhaling. Exhale, flow down. Frame the right foot, step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot forward, lower the right heel. Inhaling. Exhale, fold forward. Frame the left foot. Exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Thighs off the floor. Exhale, tailbone to the sky. 5 breaths here. Inhaling for 1. Exhaling. Downward facing dog is the beginning of an inversion. It's not a rest pose. Remember, you can always drop the knees and come to a child's pose if you need a break. Otherwise, we stay in downward dog. 3 more breaths. Inhaling. Exhaling. Activating the muscles in the legs, drawing up the thighs, engaging your glutes. Last breath here. Inhaling. Exhaling. Preparing to come forward, lifting the heels, bend the knees. Step or little jump forward. Inhaling halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees. Inhale, sweeping up through your chair pose. Exhale, release. Take a little step back, so you're coming to the middle of your mat. Remember, you can do as many sun salutation A's or B's as you wish. It's a warm-up. Inhaling, bend the knees, sweep the arms up, coming to a chair pose once again. This time we hold here. Inhaling, tuck the tailbone under, drawing in the belly. Exhale, your hands can be together or apart, you choose. Inhale for 2, sit a little deeper. Exhale. Last breath here, inhaling. See if you can see your toes beyond your knees when you look down. Exhale. From here, maybe separate the feet slightly, hip width apart. Coming to your tiptoes. Hold here. Inhaling for 1. And then on the exhale, come halfway to your half chair pose. Make sure your torso is parallel to the floor. Inhale here. Drawing up the heels, try and come on the tip of your toes, drawing your ankles together as if there was a magnet in between them, pulling them together. Strong in the legs. Exhaling. When you're ready, placing the hands on the mat in front of you, we prepare for crow pose. So given your tailbone is already high, from here, you're placing your elbows behind your armpits, leaning forward. Maybe you're here today with your toes on the floor, just getting used to playing with the weight in your fingers. Make sure you're drawing the fingers up the mat. Maybe you're practicing taking one toe off the floor maybe the other. Maybe you play with both heels coming off the floor, drawing up to your seat. Strong in the arms, like you're in a chaturanga, so the right angle between your top of your hand and your forearm, and then your forearm and your top arm. One more breath here. When you're ready, either step or jump back through your vinyasa. On the exhale. Inhaling, lifting to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath in your downward facing dog. Exhaling. Inhale, standing series on the right side, so your right foot comes forward, lowering the left heel. Inhale, coming all the way up to your warrior one. We hold here. Inhale, find a nice bend in the right knee, grounding down through the toes and the heel of the left foot. Inhale, arms up. You're tucking the tailbone under, your hips are pointing directionally forward. Your hands can be together or apart. Inhaling, last breath here. Exhaling. On your next inhale, you're clasping the hands behind you, lifting the chest, looking up, and then exhaling, bowing forward, dropping the chest on the inside of the right knee, finding your humble warrior. Holding here 3 breaths. Inhaling, engaging that right glute. Exhaling, drawing the hips into the center line. Inhaling for 2. Your hands don't have to go far. They can rest here in your sacrum. That's fine. Just find a place where you're feeling sensation. Last breath here. Inhaling. Exhaling. And on your next inhale, we're lifting to come up. Release the arms through your warrior one, opening out to your warrior two. Exhale. So we're here for 3 breaths. Beautiful bend in that right knee. Perhaps your stance needs to be longer. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for 3. Exhale. From here, extending the right knee, shortening the stance a little bit. Reaching forward with your right fingertips, drawing the hips back, and then twisting the torso to open up to your triangle pose. Inhale for 1. Exhale. You're trying to open the chest to the side, keeping the extension in the arms, reaching to opposite sides. Exhaling. 1 more breath here, drawing up the muscles in the legs. Exhale. On the next inhale, we're bending through that front knee, lowering the right palm down inside the right foot. Extend the legs if you need, and then draw that left arm overhead for your side angle pose. Inhale for 1. Exhale, twist the torso open, looking at the ceiling. Inhale for 2. Exhaling. 1 more, strong in the legs. Inhale. Exhaling. On your next inhale, you're just framing that right foot, coming onto the toes of the left leg. Lower the left knee, coming to a low lunge position. So from here, try and find 2 right angles in the front leg and the back leg. Inhale, clasping the hands, releasing your index fingers out. Inhale, sweeping the arms up and over, back behind you, looking up to the sky. Inhale for 1. We're really just trying to open out the front of the chest, drawing the scapula down the back. Inhaling for 2. Exhale, reaching up and over. Last breath, inhale. Exhale. On the next inhale, we're coming up. Release the bind. Bring your hands in prayer to the chest. Inhaling. And then exhale, we're twisting to the side, placing the left elbow outside the right knee. Looking over to the right and then up to the ceiling. Staying here with the knee down if you wish. If you want to challenge your balance, you're lifting that left leg off the floor. Exhale, keep the left toes down. Inhale for 2. Find a deep twist. Exhale. Inhale for 3, using that right leg as leverage to go deeper. Exhale. On your next inhale, we're framing the right foot, release the bind. Exhale, stepping back, lowering down through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're here for 5 breaths. They're yours to choose what you do here, just some options. Option 1, lower the knees, release the toes. Just rest in your child pose. Option 2, you can also rest in hero pose, but sometimes this is uncomfortable for people who may have issues in the knees or the ankles. Just rest here with your eyes closed. You can also rest in a cross-legged position. If you wish to go further, preparation for inversions. But remember, unless this is part of your normal practice, I would suggest just working through the strengthening drills rather than trying to get the inversions. Inversions take a long time to develop into your routine, and a lot of investment in time to practice and build the strength you need to hold them. So the drills are what you can do to prepare. So inhaling, preparing for forearm stand, placing the hands on the mat, fingers pointing forward, lowering your forearms down, shoulder width apart, tucking the toes under, inhaling, lifting the tailbone up. This is where you want to be, you stay here. Inhale, lifting the heels, walking further. Stay here. If you wish, you can practice some nose taps. Inhaling, come forward, exhale, pushing back. This is great to strengthen the shoulders. If you want to go further, just play with lifting one leg and see what that feels like, bringing the weight into the forearms. And if you want to lift, and this is part of your practice, you lift to your forearm stand. And then lower down. You can of course use a wall, and then just rest in child pose. So when we come to the end of the standing series, we always have a moment either to play with inversions or just to rest. So it's an opportunity for you to reconnect your body and your mind, just finding stillness and coming back to that breath. We want to try and ensure the inhales and the exhale have an equal length of time. So wherever you are, we're coming back to our downward facing dog, reaching the arms forward, fingers facing forward, tucking the toes under, lifting the tailbone to the sky. Move to the left side. So the left foot steps forward, lowering the right heel. We inhale and come to our warrior one on the left side. Inhale, lean a bit deeper into that left knee. Exhale. Inhale for 2. You're really pushing through the mat, through your right heel. Exhaling. Inhale, one more breath. Exhale. On the next inhale, finding a bind behind you, clasping the hands, reaching the chest up, opening the front body, and then folding forward to your humble warrior. Exhale. So drawing that left thigh in, remember the hands can be where you want them to be. Inhale overhead. Exhale, release the back of the neck. Let it go long. One more breath here. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale, come all the way up. Release the hands, come through your warrior one. Then open out the arms to your warrior two. Longer stance in the legs. Deeper bend in the front knee. Inhale for 1. Exhale, your hips this time are open to the side. Inhale for 2, you're reaching through your fingers to opposite sides of the room. Exhaling. Inhale, last deep breath, filling the lungs. Exhaling. Inhale, extend that left leg, shorten the stance. Reaching forward with that left hand and back with the right hips. Finding your triangle pose on the left side. Inhaling for 1. Exhale. Again, expanding the arms. Inhale for 2. Drawing up the muscles in the legs. Exhale. Inhale for 3. Last breath here. Exhale. Looking down to the floor, bending the left knee and then placing the left hand inside the left foot, reaching up and over with the right fingertips. Exhale, looking up at the ceiling. Inhale for 1. Finding a twist in the torso. Exhale, keeping the legs strong. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for 3. Exhale. From here, frame the left foot, lower both hands down. Lowering the right knee, finding a low lunge. So again, right angles in the legs if you can. Inhale, finding a bind in the fingers to clasp the fingers together, release the index fingers. From here, we're sweeping the arms up and over back behind you. Inhaling, exhale, lean back as far as feel comfortable. Inhaling for 2, feeling that stretch in the front of the right hips. Exhale. Engage your glutes. Inhale, last breath. Exhale. Release the clasp on your next inhale, hands in prayer to the chest. Inhale, lift the torso and twist. And then exhale, you lower that right elbow outside the left knee. Exhale, finding a twist on the other side of your side angle pose. Inhale, if you want to go further, you're lifting the right knee off the mat. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. If you take a bind in your practice, you're welcome to reach around and find a bind. But don't let the sense of achievement overtake the breath. So anything that compromises the breath, just let it go. So on your next breath, release the hands, frame the left foot, stepping back through your vinyasa, lower down. Inhale, tuck the toes under, looking up. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Again, we have 5 breaths here. So lower the knees, come to a pose of your choice. So from here, we move to forearm stand practice on the other side. So stay in child pose if you wish to rest. Otherwise, reaching your hands forward, lower the forearms down. Tuck the toes under, lifting the tailbone to the sky. From here, walking the toes in. Maybe you stay here for today. Maybe you're practicing those nose taps and getting strong in the shoulders. Maybe you're just practicing lifting the left leg to the sky this time. And just getting used to feeling the weight into your forearms. If you can practice your forearm stand, have a go. So just taking a few jumps up, using a wall or a partner if you need. Otherwise, floating the legs down when you've had enough. We all meet in child's pose. And when you're ready, inhaling, reaching the arms in front of you, and then coming to a downward dog, tucking the toes under, lifting the tailbone high. 1 breath here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, shorten your dog a little bit. Come forward to a short plank. Shoulders over the wrists, bending the elbows and push back to the back of the mat. Let's do that again. So inhale with a short dog, you're leaning forward to your plank, shoulders over the wrists, bending the elbows and either push back or simply just walk the hands to the back of the mat. From here, keeping the feet hip width apart. Inhaling, coming up halfway. Exhaling, fold forward. Reach your peace fingers around your big toes. From here, we lift halfway and then pull the toes. So find that opposing action where you feel like you're trying to lift your toes off the floor, but your toes are gripping the mat so hard that it's engaging all the muscles in your upper body. Your elbows are drawing out to the side. Take 1 more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, release. From here, we're lifting the chest halfway, hands on the hips. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. And from here, reaching the arms up to the sky. Maybe you come to tiptoes. So find strength in this pose. It's your upside down handstand. If you wobble on your toes, that's okay. Just come back to it. So inhale, magnetize the legs together, drawing the thighs up, engaging the glutes. You're reaching the arms up to the sky. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, release the heels down. This time we step out to the side, any side that you like. So finding your goddess pose, the toes are facing 45 degrees out to the side, your heels are in. Finding a bend in the knee and sitting deep. So your hands can be in your thighs or they can be in prayer to the chest. You choose. On the thighs provides a little bit more support. So drawing the tailbone under, engaging your glutes. Inhale, lift the seat a little bit. And then on the exhale, you sit deeper. Inhale for 2, we repeat that. Exhale, sit deeper. Working the thigh muscles. Inhale, last breath here. Exhale, sit deeper. From here, we're moving to our side lunge. Inhale, shift the weight to the back of the mat. Lower down. Flex the foot on the extended leg, keeping the chest high. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhaling. Exhaling. Shifting towards the other side. Slowly through your goddess pose, or just tiger paw the hands along the floor. Sit down on the other side. Extend that leg, flex the foot. Inhale, keeping the chest high. Exhale. One more breath here. Exhale. Again, inhale through your goddess, or walking over to the back of the mat. Lower down, this time arm variation. So lower that right hand down, try and bring that right shoulder inside the right knee. Exhale, reaching up with that left arm. Inhaling. Exhale, find a chest opening. Inhaling, last breath. Exhale, release the arms. Moving over to the other side. Lower down. Inhale, maybe lower that left shoulder inside. Reaching up high with the right hand. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Last breath, inhale, reaching up. Find an opening in that chest. Exhale, release. Coming back through center, finding your goddess pose, hands in prayer. Release, extend the legs, and turn the toes in so that they're facing forward. You find a nice wide-legged stance. Inhaling, reach the arms up high. Exhale, we flow down. Placing the hands on the mat, your toes are facing forward. You're trying, maybe your hands are under your shoulders, and just try and walk them in so they are in line with your feet. You may not come that far if you have tight hamstrings, so feel free to stay on your fingertips, or maybe you find a block just to help you lift and extend. If you can bring your hands in line with your feet, you stay here. You lift the chest, exhale, bow forward. Maybe you have a nice right angle, so your arms are in chaturanga position. Finding a right angle again. Drawing up the legs, muscles of the thighs. Exhale. One more breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come up halfway. Release the hands to the hips. Inhale here and come all the way up to standing. Release the hands. From here, we're going to lift the arms in the sky. Exhale, come all the way down. This time, walking the hands back towards your back foot, whichever that is. Lowering the back knee down, and then sitting back, finding a half split. Keeping the chest high. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you come onto bricks underneath your hands to find that elevation. If you want to go deeper today, you extend that leg that's in front of you and you find a full split. That's not for everyone, so only if you feel able to do it and comfortable. Otherwise, we stay in our half split. Inhale for one more breath. Exhale. Release the toes, coming through your forward fold just for one breath. Inhale. Exhale here. Inhale, turning to the other side, which should be the front of your mat. So lowering that back knee down, sitting back to your half split, flexing that front foot. Exhale, lifting the chest. Maybe you want to walk the fingertips forward, finding a deeper stretch behind the front leg. Maybe you want to go further, you find your full split. Maybe you can use blocks for this one, placing them to the side, blocks or books, whatever you have at home. Exhale. Otherwise, we stay in our half split for one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. And from here, we frame that front foot and just find our way through a vinyasa. Exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, pushing back, downward facing dog. From here, inhaling, lifting the heels off the floor, bend the knees, step or jump forward. Exhale. Inhale, lifting the chest halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, release the hands. From here, we move to the second part of our standing series. So starting in mountain pose, inhaling, lifting the chest, and we're finding a bind behind the back. So either bring your palms in prayer behind the chest or just hold opposite elbows, no problem. Wherever you are, we're stepping the right foot back. And then on your next exhale, we bow the chest forward just halfway, hold here. Inhale, exhale, bow all the way down. Inhaling, drawing the shoulders back, drawing the elbows back, finding an opening in the chest. Exhale and feel the stretch behind the left leg. One more breath here. Exhale. Releasing the arms, reach them out in front of you. Inhale, stretch the chest open, and then walk the hands over to the left side. Placing the right palm outside the right foot. If you want inside, that's fine. If you need a block, no problem. You're placing the block where your hand should be. And then on the exhale, you find a twist and an opening in your twisted forward triangle. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale for 2. Find the right position that's right for you. Exhale. One more breath here. Inhaling. Exhale. Releasing the hands down. Move any blocks out of the way. From here, we're shifting the weight into that left foot. Finding balance, moving with breath, moving with stillness. Inhale, bringing that right knee to your chest. Hold here. If you want to go further, you're reaching for the right toes. Exhale, extending that right leg to the side. Your left hand comes to the hip, or just extend it to the side for a balance. Hold here for one more breath. And then exhale, open out to the side. Inhale, standing hand to big toe pose. Exhale, B variation. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, bring that leg back in front of you, knee to chest. Hold here. And on the exhale, we're flying that leg back behind you, coming to a warrior 3 pose. Inhaling, hands in prayer to the chest or by your hips. Flex or point the toes behind you, your choice. One more inhale. And then we're placing the left hand on the floor, coming into, maybe you need to use a block here. I also need to use a block. Coming into your half crescent moon. Exhale. Flex that back foot, finding strength in this pose. Reaching up, opening the chest to the side. Exhale. One more breath here. Exhale. We're lowering that right hand down. Maybe finding a block. Reversing it. So finding balance first. Keeping that leg high, keeping those left glutes engaged. I know this is a tough one. And then exhale, finding a revolution. in your twisted side crescent moon. 2 breaths, inhale, exhale, we're almost there. Inhale for 3, exhale, lower that left hand down and coming into a standing split. So readjust if you need. And you're just drawing the chest down, lifting that right leg up to the sky. Wherever it is, it might be down here, might be parallel to the floor, might be higher. Take 1 more breath here. Your left leg should be feeling really tired. And then if you want, we're going to move to vinyasa. You can practice your handstands here if you have that in your practice, or just practice lifting that leg, finding some weight in the hands, or just finding a swan dive to your vinyasa. Inhaling, lifting the chest. Exhale, push back to your downward facing dog. Take a moment here if you need to rest in child pose. Otherwise, we prepare for the other side. Inhale, lift the heels. Bend the knees, step or jump forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, release the hands. Have 1 breath here. Exhale. On your next inhale, we're finding that reverse namaste behind you, or find your elbows, whatever works. If you have tight shoulders, this is a hard bind to move into. Inhaling, stepping the left foot back this time. Exhale, come down, flat back halfway. Hold here, inhale. And then exhale, go as deep as you may. Holding here, inhaling. Exhaling, your forward facing triangle. Inhaling for 2, drawing up the muscles in the legs. Exhale. Inhale, 1 more breath, keeping that chest open, lifting the elbows. Exhaling. From here, releasing the bind wherever it was, reaching the fingertips forward. Lift the chest. Exhaling. And when you're ready, we move to that side revolution. Just take a block if you need to, either inside or outside the right foot. Placing that left hand into the block, and then exhaling, finding a twist. Lifting the right arm to the sky. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhale for 3. Exhaling. Releasing the arms in front of you. Moving any blocks out of the way. From here, shifting the weight into the right leg. Finding balance first. We're bringing that left knee to your chest. Hold here if you wish, or grab that left toe with your left fingertips, kicking that left heel in front of you. Your right hand can stay on your hip, or just release it as a balance. Holding here, strong in the standing leg. Exhaling. 1 more breath. Inhale. And then exhale, open out to the side. Shift the gaze if you wish, otherwise just stay looking forward. Inhaling for 2. Exhale. Last breath, inhaling for 3. Exhaling, bring that heel back to the front. Bring that left knee into your chest. Finding balance, it's okay to wobble. Everybody does it. And then on the exhale, you're kicking that left leg behind you, coming into your warrior 3. Finding strength and balance in that standing leg, hands in prayer. If you want, you release the hands by your side. Flex or kick that back foot. 1 more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. This time lowering the right hand to the floor, using a block if you need. Inhale, open out to your crescent moon pose. Inhale. Exhale, finding an opening in the chest. Use your glutes to lift that back leg. Exhaling. 1 more breath here. Exhale. Release that top arm. Bring it down onto the block if you need. Preparing to revolve the same pose. So inhale, and then exhale. We're lifting that right hand, using the left glute to keep the left leg up high. Finding a twist in the chest. Inhaling, exhale. One more breath here. Inhaling, and then exhale. Release the arms to the ground. Readjust as we move into a standing split. So keeping that standing leg strong and straight. That's the most important leg. Maybe your top leg is here. Maybe it's halfway up. Maybe it's further. It doesn't matter. There are no goals in yoga, no sense of achievement. Just a sense of feeling, sensation in the body. When you're ready, releasing the palms down in front of you, moving to our vinyasa, finding a few floating kicks up to the sky, or just swan dive through your vinyasa. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Beautiful. If you've made it this far, you're doing really well. Take one more breath here. Exhaling, we move to a seated series. Inhale, come onto the tips of the toes, bend the knees, and just take a little step forward, rolling onto your seat. Extending the legs out in front of you. Shake out the legs. They're probably feeling tired by now. Inhale, lifting the arms to the sky. Exhale, folding forward, reaching the arms forward. If you can't reach the toes, maybe you reach the shins, the ankles, the side of the foot, using the feet to help you lift the chest. Exhaling, fold forward. And just hold here for 3 breaths. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling for 2. It helps to draw the elbows out to the side. Exhale. One more deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale, releasing the feet coming up. Shaking out the legs again. This time bending in that right leg, hugging your knee to chest. Butterfly out the right leg, bringing the sole of the right foot inside left thigh. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, fold over the left foot. Keep the left foot engaged and flexed. Inhale, use the foot as leverage to pull your chest forward. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale for 3. Exhale. From here, releasing the foot, flipping the grip so your right hand comes outside the left foot. And I like to swim that left arm up and over behind you, following the fingers with your gaze. So you're finding a twist. Inhaling for 2. Exhaling. One more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, release. Arms up to the sky. Maybe you hug your legs in. From here, option to take a vinyasa. So just cross over the ankles, roll over the toes, hands on the mat, stepping back, or just stay where you are. Inhaling, exhale, downward dog, and we all meet on our seat again for the other side. This time releasing the right foot out. You're hugging in your left knee to your chest. Butterfly out that knee. So you bring the sole of the left foot inside the right thigh. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, fold. Reaching the foot in front of you. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Drawing those elbows out to the side. Inhaling for 2. Exhale, moving with breath. Conscious movement. Inhale, last one here. Exhale. Coming up halfway, flip the grip. Left hand comes outside the right foot. And swim that right arm up and over, looking back at your right fingertips. Inhale here. Exhaling for 2. Last breath, inhaling, finding a deep rotation in the spine. Exhale, release, arms come to the sky, hugging your knees into your chest. From here, we're going to move to our boat pose. So try and balance on your sitting bones. Move any flesh that needs to move and hold the back of your thigh. So option one, lifting the chest up, your shins are parallel to the floor, you stay here. Option two is you release the hands next to you. Option three, you extend the legs, you come to your full boat pose. We're holding for 3 breaths. Inhaling for 1, strong core. Inhale for 2. Exhale, we're almost there. Inhale, last breath. Exhaling. Hug your knees and then roll over the toes. Place the hands on the mat, finding your vinyasa. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, tailbone to the sky. From here, jumping through seated once again. Placing the soles of the feet together. Finding your butterfly pose. So 2 options here, I'll show you facing the front. So option 1, you're bringing your hands on your shins, you're drawing your chest through and pulling your elbows back. So this is a bit of a chest opener. Option 2, you hold the feet, inhaling, coming forward. And whenever you can't come forward with a flat spine anymore, you just bend the upper spine down and find a butterfly pose. So we're holding for 3 breaths. You choose your option. Inhale for 1. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Exhale. Inhaling for 3. Exhale. Wherever you are, slowly rolling out through the spine or releasing your shins if you took option 1. From here, we're slowly going to hold the knees, drawing the knees together. And from here, we're holding the backs of the thighs. We're slowly going to roll through the spine, making our way to the floor, rolling through the vertebrae, eventually dropping to the mat. We're going to find our way into a supine twist. So from here, lifting your knees to your chest, rocking side to side, lifting the legs and binding the right leg over the left, maybe double binding if you wish. Shuffle the hips over to the right and then drop the knees to the left side. You can do what feels comfortable with your hands. Maybe cactus arms, maybe you open the arms out to the side, overhead, whatever feels comfortable. Inhaling 2 more breaths. Really just let the body surrender to gravity from here. You'll find a natural twist coming from behind the navel. Last breath, inhaling and falling deeper into the twist. Slowly releasing, lifting the knees up through center. Release the bind, bringing the knees to the chest. Preparing to move to the other side. So left leg comes over the right, maybe double bind or just leave a single bind. From here, we shuffle the hips over to the left side, dropping the knees to the right. Exhale, looking over to the left side this time. Inhaling for 1. Exhale. Inhale for 2. Maybe this side feels different, maybe a bit tighter, maybe a bit more open. Just notice the difference. Inhale, last breath. Exhaling. Slowly coming up through center, releasing the legs, knees into your chest, rocking side to side. So give yourself a big hug, engage all the muscles in your body, really scrunch everything up, scrunch up your toes and your fists, your face. Take a deep inhale, open the mouth, and release everything to the ground, preparing for your final relaxation pose. So let your feet flop over to the side, let your arms go wide, palms up or palms down. If you haven't already, just start to let go of the breath. Your body will breathe for you automatically, so you don't need to worry about it. From here, we take a moment to just reflect and absorb the benefits of the practice today. Working through the dynamic vinyasa practice and then down through to our resting pose. So release any core engagement if you're still holding on. Just finding a sense of surrender in this position. Let the mat carry you. And we'll just stay in stillness for a moment, and I'll bring you back when you're ready. Ideally, after a long practice, students should remain in Shavasana, your final relaxation pose, for about 4 to 5 minutes to really absorb the benefits of the practice. You're welcome to stay down for as long as you wish. Those of you who are ready to close, just start to bring a little bit of life back into the body. Maybe taking a deep inhale through the nose. Exhaling. Maybe wiggling the toes. Finding some movement in the fingers. Reaching the arms overhead and taking a long stretch on your mat, like you're waking up in the morning. Give yourself a big hug. Bring your knees into your chest. And just pause. So moving slowly, either rocking side to side, up and down, or just rolling to a side of your choice. We just hold here for a moment. And using your top arm, pushing the ground away, and slowly meeting in a seated pose. Keeping the eyes closed, finding a comfortable seated position. Your palms can be up or down. And from here, just start to notice how your body's feeling. Maybe if your breath is more relaxed, if you're feeling calm or grounded or energized or excited. There are so many benefits that you can receive from the practice of yoga. Depends on your mood and your flow on the day. Either way, you should be proud of yourself for having made it through this challenging sequence and enjoy the rest of your day. We'll close the practice together, so bring your hands in prayer to the chest. Taking a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale. So thanking yourself for giving up the time today for coming to practice. Thanking yourself for having a healthy mind and a healthy body that allows you to practice yoga. Lifting the prayer to your third eye, the space in between your eyebrows, and bowing down in gratitude. Thank you. Thanks for joining, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the class. Remember to drink a lot of water and just take rest before you do any more physical movement for the rest of the day. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, you can sign up below and just leave any comments or feedback. I'd love to hear from you. Stay tuned for more content coming soon, and let me know if there's anything you'd like me to provide in terms of content, any drills, any certain classes. I would love to hear from you. See you again. Take care.